Hello everyone, I'm going to show you the first steps of making your background picture for your tooling foil project. I have my paper, my oil pastels, pencil. I also have a paper towel to wipe off my oil pastels. First, I'm going to write my name on the back, flip to the front. Then I'm going to take the tooling foil and I'm going to kind of position it where I want it to. I want mine straight in the middle. And then I'm just going to draw some lines where I know I'm going to place my tooling foil. So I know that's where I'm going to stop my drawing for the background. Okay. So now I know that I should not draw and fill in with oil pastels past these points. Okay, so I think I decided to do a bird. So with birds, I think I'm gonna do a tree for the background. So I'm gonna draw a tree trunk. I think I might add a little branch here, and it's okay if it goes into the tooling foil space a little bit, because we'll put the foil over here eventually, and then I know that my background is to the edge of where the tooling foil meets the paper. And then I'm going to do some branches. And then I'll fill this up with leaves. I think on this side, well, let's see, maybe I'll do some clouds up here. And maybe a sun over here. And then I think down here I'll do some grass and flowers. And then on this end, I think I'm going to do a pattern. When I think of birds, I think of their triangle beak, so I think I'm going to do a triangle pattern. Let's see. Okay. And maybe for decoration I'll add some polka dots going up and down the triangles. It just makes it fun and interesting, and it gives it another element of pop and design. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my oil pastels. Remember with the oil pastels to blend and change your finger when blending, and also experiment with the colors. Our very first project we did the intermediate colors. So refer back to your sketchbook on the 6 intermediate colors that we used, and maybe you can use them in this project. I think I'm gonna add some brown to this tree. Remember with oil pastels, use them lightly and then rub them in, and then you can always go back in and add more layers of the oil pastel to make it darker. I think I'll add a little bit of, tiny bit of black down here where the root of the tree is. And maybe on the undersides of the branches to give it like a shadow. Maybe a little bit of, let's do more brown and some green on the trunk. And then I can take my finger and blend it in. Okay, now I still have some empty spots where I can still see my construction paper, so I'm going to go back in and fill in those spots. If your finger starts to hurt from blending with the oil pastel, I want you to try blending it with paper towel. So tear a little piece off and wrap it around your finger, and then try blending it that way. I'm only lightly blending it because if you blend it too much, you're going to take off all the color that you put down on the construction paper. A little bit more. Okay. I think that's good for now. I can always come back in and add more leaves. I'm going to do a circular coloring motion. And then I think I'll add yellow to this because one of our intermediate colors is yellow-green. I already have green on here, so I'm not going to wipe my oil pastel off, but if I was using this yellow with a different color, then I would wipe the tip off with a paper towel. And remember to go to the edge of your paper. Remember to switch your fingers when you're blending. Okay, I think that's good for now. Clouds, there's some blue on this white oil pastel, so take your paper towel and wipe it off. I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue to this cloud to make it a little baby blue underneath. So I'm going to lightly add in some blue to the bottom of the cloud and then switch my finger and gently rub that in. Wipe my finger off, and then I'll go back in and add some more white and blend that all in. For my sun, let's do another intermediate color. How about yellow-orange? So definitely need to wipe off my yellow oil pastel because it has green on it. And then I think I'll do some sun rays outward like this. Notice when I'm blending the way that I drew. So I drew this orange in a circular motion, so I'm going to blend it in a circular motion. Same with the rays, I'm going outward in straight lines, so I'm going to go outward, blending them in straight lines. Okay, flowers. I'm gonna do light green for the flowers and the grass. So, oh. I'm gonna draw upward for my grass. And then I'm going to add some white. Maybe I'll add even a little bit of blue to make it blue-green, because that's an intermediate color too. So maybe I'll go back in and add just a couple places of blue-green. And then blend upward. So that's going to help the grass look more like grass because I'm blending it upward like it's growing. Then I'll go back in and add a little bit more distinct lines so the grass stands out. I can add some in front of the tree trunk too, because in nature the tree trunk would be sitting in grass and the grass would be on top of the tree trunk. And my flower stems. And leaves. I think I'll add yellow to this for yellow-green. How about red-violet from my flowers? So remember, lightly with your first color.